Today's Sunday, May 17th, 2020. Been having a bit of a rough day. It's hard to speak about. Today I know exactly what's going on for me, but it's not too easy to speak to. Been going through some issues around seeing my apartment get shown by my landlord for the new tenant, and knowing that I'm moving out. The new tenants came and looked at it, loved it, said they wanted it, and I move out in a month. And I kind of already knew that, and I chose that, and I requested it, I spoke it, and I told my landlord I was leaving. But somehow today, feeling the new tenant come in made it more real and final, and like no turning back, I guess. And caught me really off guard. I didn't kind of was getting real irritable and angry earlier today. I wasn't even putting two and two together at first on like why I'm getting so irritable. But I've just been in this place for 13 months, but I lived there by myself. I found it, I moved in myself, been there myself for most of the time, and it's been home. It's been where a lot of where I've had a lot of space to do a lot of really intense healing, and space to be present with what I'm going through, and a place to like hide out and feel safe while all that's happening, and a place to retreat to when I'm not sure what I'm feeling and I need to be alone, or I need to hide out for a little bit. That's been my safe haven for that. And coming face to face with letting that go today got really scary feeling, and made me question whether or not I was ready to let that go, whether I'm ready to start this next chapter with my girlfriend and move into a new place. And like, I guess the first feeling that came up was whether like, am I finished? Did I get everything done in the house that I needed to get done? Is there still some more healing I need to do there? Some more hiding out? Do I need my own space to do that? Can I hold clear boundaries between me and my girlfriend while living together to still take care of myself and still show up for myself, to take the space I need when I need it? I think that's probably what's coming up for me right now. And so many old things came up today. Just even around home in general, like where my home is. Like the place we're moving into together will be for just like 4 months, 5 months before we go traveling together and go on a bigger adventure, which is super exciting, and also would help me to make the commitment to make this move. And I still don't know where we're landing on the backside of all this, and so I'm feeling that fear, that reluctance of like the unknown, of where and when will I make a good home for myself again. And yeah, getting into like how to trust this process and feeling some of the fears of taking some big jumps of trust and adventure in my past, and had some rough landings or some rough re-entries or some rough finishes that I can't help but think about when I'm in this space again. I called Drea today, my partner that I, 4 years that I parted ways with last year when I moved here. And somehow I was feeling the need to touch in with her energy, to ground a little bit. And somehow this new space has been a big part of this space has been me like healing my own heart from that breakup and from that parting of ways. And it's been the place where I started the new chapter here. And yeah, so just to even leave this space has a lot of connection with her and with my past. There's a part of the book Kahil Gibran's The Prophet. I just reread the beginning, like the opening chapter of that book a few months ago for the first time since I read the book originally, like maybe 10 years ago. But in the opening chapter, he speaks to how he's been kind of on this island for a long time, 10 or 12 years or something on this island, and waiting for the ship of his people to return and come get him and take him back home. But it's been a long time. It's been like 10 or 12 years, and in those 10 or 12 years of longing to go home, he's lived a lot of beautiful life on that island, and suffered a lot of pain on that island and missing his home. And then all of a sudden the book starts with him seeing his ship return and his people on the ship, and he knows that today's the day he's finally going to go home. And he says that he can't help but be sad for leaving this place that he's lived the last 10 or 12 years and that he's having to say goodbye to now, just even for all the things he's suffered there and how hard it is to leave that. And somehow rereading that a few months ago, man, I could appreciate it in a whole new way that I didn't even remember that part of the book from the first time around. And I feel like maybe that's a bit of the energy that I'm experiencing right now. And of even the hard times that I've had in this home, the things I've suffered, the heartbreak I've healed, and the loneliness I've sat with in that space, the tears I've shed in that home alone, and even to part ways with it now is not easy. Even though a few times, months ago, I was ready to go. I was ready to leave. And yeah. It's a little bit what's going on with me today. It's feeling too how my moods affect my partner, Becky, and how it's hard for her to see me get so sad, distraught, and feel lost and broken right as we're about to do something exciting together. And it's and how these emotions, surprise me, catch me off guard. Like I don't even expect to be having them, and when they first surface, I don't even recognize them for what they are. I'm more just maybe in a state of denial or resistance, and I'm just getting angry at every little thing happening until I realize that kind of the fear or that's underneath of having to leave this space and not sure if I'm ready. Yeah, shed some heavy tears today from some old pain that's maybe most recently it passed through this excuse me, parting ways with Drea last year, but even goes older than that. I would feel to just knowing home for myself in this life and all the moving I've done and all the beginnings and endings and new beginnings that I've made in this life, and they all kind of surface in these moments. So I'm asked to be trusting again, and I want these moments to be adding up to something, to be adding up to growing, and not just like a running away or a repeating of something. But I'm hoping that the bravery is moving into the new territory, the new ground, the new growth for me, and trusting to open my heart again and love more and go on new adventures and be excited about life and take risks and to do those things, and also to be loyal to those parts of myself that are a little tender or broken or have been hurt, and how to make sure I'm showing up for those parts of myself that need home, that need stability, that need space to be agitated or sad or scared, and need some space to just feel that for a while until I'm done feeling it. This day's gone by really quick. I feel like I haven't got anything done, but having a hard time with just being in my own body today. Had a hard time connecting in with exactly what I am feeling. That's what's real for me. That's what's come up. And I think that's all I need to share today. Thank you.